Hey everybody, today we've had the new Godwars dungeon update, so I decided I'll quickly get you guys some footage of what it looked like in here, what the bosses are and what the drops are. As you can see, this is the Armadillo boss. It looks like he's standing. I'm surprised you can't melee him. I actually don't know if you can or not, but it looks like you should be able to. And yep, this is the Armadillo area. As you can see, the Armadillo minions look pretty similar, but just quite a lot flashier. The area itself, I mean, it looks newer, but it doesn't really add that much in my opinion. The blood veils look crazy, quite little like crab, slug, snail monsters, and yeah, it is definitely recognizable as what it was, but it just looks a lot crisper and newer now. I just wanted to say I'm not doing a boss kill in this video, so if that's what you've come to see, probably click away now. I'm really sorry, but at the moment I don't have the time, coupled with the fact that pretty much every boss is just going to be packed with people there killing for the items. So as you can see with Armadillo now, you no longer need a crossbow or a mithril grapple to get across. You just click on cross deep chasm and for some reason it turns you into an air spell, which seems to make no sense to me, but that's okay. So this is the main area. It looks like the update has had no effect whatsoever on the bots, which is highly disappointing. You can sort of tell what everything is, like, in general. There's a few things that look way different, like the Golrax and the Blood Veils, I think, were the main ones that look different in my opinion. What's this, a Hellhound? Okay, Hellhounds look fucking stupid. They look like little pigs. They look like warthogs. Okay, Hellhounds look stupid. So yeah, that's my opinion. And now we'll go down and have a look at the Sara area real quickly, if I can get down there. Climb rocky walls, so you obviously don't need a rope for this anymore, which is nice. Excuse the gear I'm wearing. I basically just logged on, jumped on my bank, grabbed all of my god items, and then teleported here. I didn't have time to do any kills or anything that exciting, but still having a good look at it will be hopefully interesting for you, and I'm quite interested myself. There's a Gorak there, it's blue and it looks very weird. As you can see, we've got, like I said, it's packed here, but this is Saradomin. See the minions. Sorry, it's not a very good view. I will try and get a boss kill soon, but just right now I don't have the time, so maybe tonight I'll go on and do it. As you can see, the minions look a little bit better armored and a bit cooler. The room itself, similar, just higher detail. Yeah. The boss doesn't seem to have spawned yet, so I'll pause it till the boss spawns. Okay, so there she is. To be honest, she looks the same. I don't think Ziliana looks any different than she did, compared to like how different Armadillo now looks, since Armadillo's like a big walking turkey in armor. But yeah, there you go, there's Ziliana. I'll move on to the Bandos area now. Okay, so I'm nearing the Bandos area. As you can see, the orcs look, oh, the hobgoblins. Oh wow, I thought that was an orc. So the hobgoblins look very different. The ogres and jogers still look like ogres and jogers. The goblins look the same. Gorak. The orcs. Oh, there's a whole lot of goblins here. The orcs look quite cool. They're heavily armored and they've got big weapons, so I think that's quite cool. So we go bang on the big door to get in there. And no doubt Bandos will just be ridiculously packed, but all of the bosses are at the moment, which is no surprise really, because everyone wants to camp for the new items and get some money, which I will talk about soon. Right now I'm just trying to show you guys what we see. So that's, what's that, a Cyclops? I think that looks very cool. It looks really big and hulking, which it should do. Okay, so we've got the Bandos room now. There he is. He's as you can see, he's yellow. If you go into the RuneScape wiki, there was a leaked image of what he would look like. So yeah, as you can see, the new Bandos boss looks kind of yellow, and he's got a big helmet, which is cool because he drops the helmet now, and he's got a shield, which I think is very good. I still think that looks really cool. What I might do is I might go and buy myself the Berserker aura, and what I can do is I can do a review of that aura as well as come to Godwars with it, because I think the aura will help me be uncrashable when I have it on, and it will be cool to review an aura for you guys. So yeah, I'll pause it till Bando spawns again. Okay, so here we go, here he is. You can just see him there. He's like, he looks quite different actually. Like his color is completely different, and he's got obviously a helmet, and he looks a lot Well, he looks a lot better in my opinion. Before he kind of just looked like a giant green man, really. Well, not really even a green man, like a giant green blob with some Bandos tassets and Bandos chestplate on. So now he really does look like sort of like a Lord of the Rings troll or something quite cool, which I think is good. So we'll move on to Zemi now. Hopefully the Zemi area won't get too dark. I guess we'll find out in a second. So we've got the normal jump and bridge. Jump over broken bridge. I'll be interested to see whether it still drains your prayer like it used to, because that was a big nuisance, to be honest. And yes, it does. So that's a little bit weird, because they seem to have taken away all of the requirements for Armadil and Sarah to get in, but then with Zamorak they still drain your prayer. So, oh well, I guess just how they chose to do it. As you can see, all of the Zemi creatures, the werewolves and the spiritual dudes, look pretty much similar, just better armor. But the Hellhounds and the Goraks and the Bloodvelds look really different. So here we go, here's the room. The graphics outside look quite a lot cooler. You know, it's got spikes and they've got like little curtains and flags. Alright. I will pause it until we have a spawn. Oh, no, there he is, never mind. Okay, so Zamorak looks exactly the same as far as I'm concerned. Maybe a little bit more like shading and stuff, but other than that, the minions look a lot different. He looks like a luminescent ice fiend or something. No, one of those bosses from Dungeoneering. But yeah, other than that, the minions look more different than the boss does. So, but then again, the boss already looks pretty badass. And yeah, so that's it for my little look at the new Godwars. Sorry, I'm not going to next because I did forget my frozen key, but I'll put that on another video. And so now I will go to the GE and I'll try and show you guys some of the new items. Okay, so we'll have a look at some of the new items now. I've already looked at them, and my first impression is that a lot of them are sort of mid to high level armor. That is to say, they're good, but they don't surpass anything that's already in the game, if that makes any sense. So I don't think any of them will go up to a really high price because they're only sort of for mid-level players and everything is better. So for here we've got the Bandos helm, which for one I think it looks really cool, and there did need to be a new helm in the game because the gap between like the helm of Netzstot and then the sort of Torva helm as the only helms with strength bonuses, or berserkers as well, was quite a big gap. So as you can see, this one's got quite good defense bonuses, but it's only got a +1 strength, which is beaten by Berserker, Netzstot, and Torva helm. So I don't think this helm will go up that much, although it does look really cool. Okay, and now we'll look at Bandos Kite Shield. As you can see, it's called the exact same thing as the Rune Kite Shield, which they should change because that's just stupid. But here we go, we've got the Bandos Kite Shield. Again, I think it looks really cool. I'll try and show you when I actually see someone wielding it, but you'll be able to find pictures. Anyway, I'm just looking at the GE and the stats for you guys. As you can see, it's got solid defenses, +2 strength. So it is really in the middle. Like if you wanted to get a charged Dragonfire Shield or any of the Spirit Shields or a Chaotic Kite Shield like I've got, it would be better. So this shield is good, but again, it's only a really mid-level shield. It doesn't beat anything in the game, but it does sort of fill a little gap. So once more, I don't think it'll be worth too much in the future. Like I think to be honest, I think they'll be worth less than the chest plates and the tassets, because those ones really are good because they have the strength bonus and not a lot of people can afford Torva. So next we'll have a look at the Armadil items. We've got Armadil boot. I won't look at the boots and the gloves just because they take time and they're pretty non-important. So we've got the buckler, which I think is really good because it's got a range bonus of +2 and +22 magic defense. So this shield has really good stats, and in terms of range shields, there's not a lot out there. There's really only the Eagle Eye Kite Shield as main competition for this, so I think this shield personally will probably be worth quite a lot more than, for example, the Bandos Shield. And it's going to actually be a lot more useful. Next we'll have a look at the Armadil crossbow. Armadil crossbow. And yep, 15.5 mil, but it won't buy for that, I'm sure. This crossbow has 105 ranged attack, so it says it fires bronze bolts. I have no idea what that's meant to mean, but anyway, yeah. So I'm not sure if this crossbow has a spec. I will look at it later on, maybe when its price stabilizes. But in terms of a crossbow in general, I'm not sure it's going to be competition for the chaotic crossbow. But if you can't get a chaotic crossbow, but you can use an armadillo, it will definitely be a lot better than the rune. So it will probably have a decent market. Next, we'll have a look at the Saradomin amulets. Which I looked for amulets and I couldn't find them, but it turns out they're not called amulets. They're called Saradomin's Hiss, Murmur, and Whisper. So Saradomin's Hiss is the magic amulet, which has plus 16 magic attack, plus 12 magic damage %. So it's very similar to an Arcane Stream Necklace. Personally, I'll be keeping my Arcane Stream Necklace because it is better. But for those of us who don't like dungeoneering, it might be better. Still, I don't think it'll be worth that much in the long run because of the Arcane Stream Necklace. Next, we'll have a look at the next one. Sorry, the Saradomin's Murmur, which is the Armadillo one. Sorry, I just read that, it said Armadillo. It's the range one, plus 18 range attack bonus, which is pretty huge, plus 1 prayer bonus. It looks pretty good, but you have no defense bonus at all, so personally I'll be keeping on my old Fury because those defense bonuses are pretty invaluable. And finally, for the Saradomin, we have the Whisper, which is the melee one. The melee one will be interesting. It's got 8 stab, slash, and crush, and 12 strength. So it's got a higher strength bonus than the Fury or the Amulet of Strength. But it has no defense, and it has lower in some of the attack stats. So I think the Saradomin's Whisper, it could be good. I mean, having the strength bonus, that little bit of extra strength bonus will be nice. You'll hit it a little bit higher, but you lose like plus sort of like 10 in all of your defenses, which is quite noticeable. So again, I don't think this item will be that useful. Some people who want the max attack, like if you're doing Slayer and you don't need defense bonuses, it'll be great. But in a lot of situations, having that Fury defense will be a key. Okay, and for this video, that's all I'll do. I'll do another video which will feature the Zamorak mage robes, because right now I actually don't know what they're called. I'll have a quick look to try and find them, but to be honest, I have no idea what they're called. And yeah, so other than that, in terms of my overall opinion, I think the graphical rework looks really nice in there. It was overdue because it had been out since 2007ish, so it was pretty old and not too great looking. In terms of the new drops, I think a lot of people are going to make a lot of money from them now as they sell them, but after a little while, people are going to pretty quickly realize that the drops aren't anything sort of new, like new best items in the game. They're all sort of just filling in like a gap between current like average and then current best items, so they're sort of like medium level. I think they're good. I think they're definitely nice, and it's cool to have more variety in what you can get and what is available in the game for drops, but nothing really is like that special. I think the Armadillo buckler seems to be I'll start again. I think the Armadillo buckler seems to be the most useful one in my opinion, but aside from that, all of them sort of mid-level. A lot of them look really cool. None of them are too special, but that's up to you to decide. And if you do want to get them, go for it. You might be able to make some money like flipping them at this stage before the price sort of reaches a medium. But otherwise, I'll see you guys later. I will try and get to the Godwars and do some actual kills and hopefully get some drops for you. Other than that, have a nice day and see ya.